Atomic Habits by James Clear. Do you ever feel stuck trying to change your habits? Like you're either starting strong and falling off, or not starting at all? Many find themselves caught in a cycle of setting ambitious goals, only to fall back into old patterns shortly after. This cycle can lead to frustration and a sense of defeat, making it crucial to understand the underlying mechanisms of habit formation. James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, offers valuable insights into this process, emphasizing that small changes can lead to significant transformations over time. Understanding how habits are formed and maintained is essential, as it directly impacts our life trajectory. Clear explains that habits are not merely actions we take, but are deeply rooted in our identity and the systems we create around ourselves. By recognizing the cues, cravings, responses, and rewards that drive our behaviors, we can begin to dismantle bad habits and replace them with positive ones. This understanding is vital for anyone looking to make lasting changes in their lives. As we delve into the principles outlined in Atomic Habits, we will explore practical strategies for improving our habits and setting realistic expectations for personal growth. The book provides a framework for habit formation that is both accessible and actionable, making it easier for individuals to implement these strategies in their daily lives. By focusing on the process rather than the outcome, we can cultivate a mindset that fosters continuous improvement. Throughout this discussion, we will summarize key concepts from the book and highlight personal applications that can help individuals break free from stagnation and move toward their goals. Whether you are looking to enhance your productivity, improve your health, or develop new skills, the insights from Atomic Habits can serve as a guide to creating a more fulfilling and successful life. As we navigate the complexities of habit formation, it is essential to approach this journey with patience and persistence. Change does not happen overnight, and understanding that small, incremental improvements can lead to significant results is crucial. By setting realistic expectations and embracing the process of growth, we can create a sustainable path toward personal development. In summary, breaking bad habits and forming good ones is a common struggle. James Clear's Atomic Habits provides a comprehensive understanding of habit formation and offers practical strategies for improvement. By focusing on the systems we create and the identity we cultivate, we can make meaningful progress in our personal growth journey. As we explore the insights from the book, we will set the stage for actionable steps that can lead to lasting change, helping individuals overcome feelings of stagnation and move toward a more fulfilling life. Before we dive into the detailed summary, hit that subscribe button and comment below on what habit you're trying to change. Let's inspire each other. Chapter 1. The significance of small changes in daily habits cannot be overstated, as these seemingly minor adjustments can lead to profound transformations over time. Often, individuals underestimate the power of tiny modifications, believing that substantial change requires monumental efforts. However, as we delve deeper into the concept of habit formation, it becomes clear that the cumulative effect of small, consistent actions can create a ripple effect that significantly alters the trajectory of our lives. For instance, consider the simple act of reading just 10 pages of a book each day. Over the course of a year, this small commitment can lead to the completion of several books, expanding knowledge and fostering personal growth. Similarly, dedicating just a few minutes each day to exercise can accumulate into a substantial fitness routine, leading to improved health and well-being. These examples illustrate how tiny adjustments, when practiced consistently, can yield remarkable results over time. One of the key concepts to understand in this context is the idea of compounding habits, which can manifest in both positive and negative ways. Just as financial investments grow over time through the power of compounding interest, our habits also accumulate and compound, influencing our lives in significant ways. Positive habits, such as saving money, exercising regularly, or practicing mindfulness, can lead to enhanced well-being and success. Conversely, negative habits, like procrastination, excessive screen time, or unhealthy eating, can also compound, leading to detrimental effects on our health and productivity. Recognizing this duality is crucial as it empowers individuals to make conscious choices about the habits they cultivate. By focusing on small positive changes, we can create a foundation for long-term success and fulfillment. Moreover, it is essential to introduce the idea that success is built on daily habits rather than one-time efforts. Many people fall into the trap of believing that achieving their goals requires a single, significant action or event. However, true success is often the result of consistent, incremental progress. For example, an aspiring writer may envision publishing a best-selling novel, but the reality is that this dream is realized through the daily habit of writing. By committing to write a certain number of words each day, the writer gradually builds a body of work that can eventually lead to publication. This principle applies across various domains, whether in personal development, career advancement, or health improvement. The key takeaway is that success is not a destination, but a journey shaped by the habits we cultivate on a daily basis. Incorporating small changes into our routines can also enhance our resilience and adaptability. Life is inherently unpredictable, and challenges are bound to arise. However, when we establish positive habits, we create a buffer that helps us navigate difficulties more effectively. For instance, someone who practices gratitude daily may find it easier to maintain a positive outlook during tough times. Similarly, individuals who prioritize self-care through small daily rituals are better equipped to handle stress and setbacks. This resilience is a direct result of the compounding effect of positive habits, reinforcing the notion that small changes can lead to significant long-term benefits. Furthermore, the process of making small adjustments can foster a sense of agency and empowerment. When individuals recognize that they have the ability to influence their lives through daily choices, they are more likely to take ownership of their actions and decisions. This sense of control can be incredibly motivating, encouraging individuals to continue making positive changes. As they witness the impact of their efforts, they become more invested in their personal growth journey, reinforcing the cycle of habit formation. In conclusion, the significance of small changes in daily habits is profound, as these tiny adjustments can lead to significant life changes over time. The concept of compounding habits highlights the importance of both positive and negative behaviors, emphasizing that our daily choices shape our future. Success is built on the foundation of consistent, incremental efforts rather than one-time actions, and by focusing on small, manageable changes, individuals can create a path toward lasting transformation. Ultimately, the journey of personal growth is not defined by grand gestures, but by the cumulative effect of our daily habits, which can empower us to lead more fulfilling and successful lives. By embracing the power of small changes, we can unlock our potential and navigate the complexities of life with resilience and purpose. Chapter 2. When it comes to achieving success, many people often equate setting goals with the pathway to accomplishment. However, while goals can provide direction and motivation, they are often insufficient for fostering long-term change. Goals are typically outcome-oriented, focusing on specific achievements such as losing a certain amount of weight, completing a project, or reaching a sales target. While these objectives can be motivating, they can also lead to a narrow focus that overlooks the broader picture of personal development. When individuals fixate solely on their goals, they may experience frustration and disappointment if they do not achieve them within a set time frame. This can result in a cycle of setting new goals, only to abandon them when the desired outcomes are not realized. In contrast, focusing on systems, the processes and routines that lead to those goals, provides a more sustainable approach to personal growth and success. Systems offer a framework for consistent progress, emphasizing the importance of daily habits and actions rather than just the end results. By concentrating on the systems in place, individuals can create a reliable structure that supports their journey toward achieving their goals. For example, rather than solely aiming to run a marathon, one might establish a training system that includes a specific running schedule, nutrition plan, and recovery practices. This system not only prepares the individual for the marathon, but also fosters a healthier lifestyle overall. By focusing on the daily practices that contribute to success, individuals can experience incremental improvements that compound over time, ultimately leading to the achievement of their goals. This shift in perspective from goal setting to system building encourages a more holistic approach to personal development, allowing individuals to celebrate small victories along the way. Moreover, the importance of identity in habit formation cannot be overstated. When individuals focus solely on outcomes, they may overlook the deeper motivations that drive their behaviors. In contrast, systems encourage individuals to consider who they want to become rather than just what they want to achieve. For instance, instead of identifying as someone who wants to lose weight, one might adopt the identity of a healthy person who prioritizes fitness and nutrition. This shift in identity can have a profound impact on habit formation, as it aligns daily actions with a more meaningful sense of self. When individuals see themselves as part of a particular identity, they are more likely to engage in behaviors that reinforce that identity. This creates a positive feedback loop, where consistent actions lead to a stronger sense of self, which in turn motivates further positive behaviors. Additionally, focusing on systems rather than goals allows individuals to cultivate resilience and adaptability. Life is inherently unpredictable, and challenges are bound to arise. When individuals are solely focused on achieving a specific goal, they may become disheartened when faced with setbacks or obstacles. However, by concentrating on the systems they have established, they can adapt their approach without losing sight of their overall direction. For example, if a person encounters an injury while training for a marathon, they can adjust their training system to accommodate their recovery while still maintaining their commitment to fitness. This adaptability is crucial for long-term success, as it allows individuals to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life without abandoning their aspirations. Furthermore, the emphasis on systems encourages a mindset of continuous improvement. Rather than viewing success as a destination, individuals can adopt a growth-oriented perspective that values progress over perfection. This mindset fosters a sense of curiosity and experimentation, encouraging individuals to refine their systems and explore new strategies for achieving their goals. By focusing on the process rather than the outcome, individuals can cultivate a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction in their daily efforts, regardless of whether they achieve their specific goals. In conclusion, differentiating between setting goals and focusing on systems is essential for achieving long-term success. Goals alone are often insufficient for fostering meaningful change, as they can lead to a narrow focus on outcomes that may not be realized. In contrast, systems provide a framework for consistent progress, emphasizing the importance of daily habits and routines. Additionally, the significance of identity in habit formation highlights the need to align actions with a deeper sense of self, rather than merely pursuing external achievements. By embracing a systems-oriented approach, individuals can cultivate resilience, adaptability, and a mindset of continuous improvement, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and successful journey. In this way, the focus shifts from merely achieving goals to becoming the person who embodies the habits and systems that support lasting change. Chapter 3. Understanding the components of the habit loop is essential for creating effective habits that can lead to lasting change. The habit loop consists of 4 key stages: cue, craving, response, and reward. Each stage plays a crucial role in the formation and reinforcement of habits, and by understanding these components, individuals can develop strategies to cultivate positive behaviors while minimizing negative ones. The first stage of the habit loop is the cue, which serves as a trigger that initiates the habit. Cues can be external, such as a specific time of day, a location, or an event, or they can be internal, such as an emotional state or a thought. For example, seeing running shoes by the door may cue someone to go for a jog, while feeling stressed might trigger the urge to reach for a snack. To create effective habits, it is important to make cues obvious and easily recognizable. One strategy for achieving this is to design your environment in a way that promotes the desired behavior. For instance, if you want to develop a habit of reading more, placing a book on your pillow can serve as a visual cue to read before bed. By intentionally structuring your surroundings, you can increase the likelihood of encountering cues that prompt positive habits. The second stage of the habit loop is craving, which represents the desire or motivation to engage in the behavior. Cravings are driven by the anticipation of the reward that follows the response. To make cravings more attractive, it is essential to connect the habit with a positive outcome or experience. For example, if you want to cultivate a habit of exercising regularly, you might focus on the feelings of accomplishment and energy that come after a workout. Additionally, pairing the habit with something enjoyable can enhance the craving. For instance, listening to your favorite podcast while exercising can make the experience more appealing, thereby increasing your motivation to engage in the behavior. By creating a positive association with the habit, you can strengthen the craving and make it more likely that you will follow through with the response. The third stage of the habit loop is the response, which is the actual behavior or action taken in response to the cue and craving. This stage is where the habit is executed, and it can vary in complexity from simple actions like drinking a glass of water to more involved behaviors like preparing a healthy meal. To facilitate the response, it is important to make the desired behavior as easy as possible to perform. This can be achieved by breaking down the habit into smaller, manageable steps. For example, if your goal is to start meditating, you might begin by committing to just 2 minutes of meditation each day. By lowering the barrier to entry, you increase the likelihood of successfully executing the habit. Additionally, consistency is key. Performing the response at the same time or in the same context can help reinforce the habit over time. The final stage of the habit loop is the reward, which provides positive reinforcement for the behavior. Rewards can be intrinsic, such as the satisfaction of completing a task, or extrinsic. The reward is crucial because it helps to solidify the connection between the cue, craving, and response, making it more likely that the habit will be repeated in the future. To enhance the effectiveness of rewards, it is important to ensure that they are immediate and meaningful. For instance, if you successfully complete a workout, treating yourself to a relaxing bath or enjoying a favorite snack can serve as a satisfying reward that reinforces the habit. Additionally, tracking your progress and celebrating small victories can provide a sense of accomplishment that further motivates you to continue the behavior. Feedback loops also play a vital role in reinforcing habits. By regularly assessing your progress and reflecting on the outcomes of your actions, you can gain valuable insights into what works and what doesn't. This feedback can help you adjust your cues, cravings, responses, and rewards to optimize your habit formation process. For example, if you find that a particular cue is not prompting the desired behavior, You can experiment with different cues or modify your environment to make the cue more effective. Similarly, if a reward is not providing sufficient motivation, you can explore alternative rewards that resonate more with your personal preferences. In conclusion, the habit loop consists of 4 essential stages: cue, craving, response, and reward. By understanding these components, individuals can create effective habits that lead to lasting change. Making cues obvious and cravings attractive are crucial strategies for initiating positive behaviors. Additionally, simplifying the response and ensuring meaningful rewards can reinforce the habit loop, making it more likely that the desired behavior will be repeated. Finally, incorporating feedback loops allows for continuous improvement and adaptation in the habit formation process. By leveraging the power of the habit loop, individuals can cultivate habits that align with their goals and ultimately lead to a more fulfilling and successful life. Chapter 4. Habit formation and change can be significantly enhanced by following 4 fundamental laws, as outlined by James Clear in his book Atomic Habits. These laws make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying serve as a framework for creating and sustaining positive habits while breaking negative ones. By understanding and applying these laws, individuals can effectively transform their behaviors and achieve their goals. The first law is to make it obvious. This law emphasizes the importance of cues in triggering habits. To effectively implement this law, individuals should identify and modify their environment to make the cues for their desired habits more visible and prominent. For example, if someone wants to develop a habit of drinking more water, they could place a water bottle on their desk or fill a pitcher and keep it in the fridge. This simple act of making the cue obvious increases the likelihood of remembering to drink water throughout the day. Another practical application could be setting out workout clothes the night before to serve as a visual reminder to exercise in the morning. By intentionally designing your environment to highlight cues for positive habits, you can create a more conducive atmosphere for habit formation. The second law is to make it attractive. This law focuses on enhancing the appeal of the desired habit, thereby increasing motivation to engage in it. One effective strategy is to pair the habit with something enjoyable. For instance, if someone wants to start exercising but finds it unappealing, they could listen to their favorite music or podcast while working out. This association makes the exercise more attractive and enjoyable, encouraging consistency. Another example is to create a habit stack, where you link a new habit to an existing one. For example, if you already enjoy your morning coffee, you could incorporate a short meditation session right after finishing your cup. By making the habit attractive, you increase the likelihood of following through with it. The third law, make it easy. This law emphasizes the importance of reducing friction and barriers to performing the desired habit. The easier a habit is to execute, the more likely it is to become ingrained. For example, if someone wants to read more books, they could set a goal to read just 1 page each day. This small commitment lowers the barrier to entry, making it easier to start. Once the habit is established, individuals often find themselves reading more than just 1 page. Another practical application is to prepare healthy snacks in advance. By having pre-cut fruits or vegetables readily available, the effort required to make a healthy choice is minimized, making it easier to stick to a nutritious diet. By simplifying the process and reducing obstacles, individuals can foster a more conducive environment for habit formation. The fourth law is to make it satisfying. This law highlights the importance of immediate rewards in reinforcing habits. When individuals experience a sense of satisfaction or pleasure after completing a habit, they are more likely to repeat it in the future. One effective strategy is to track progress visually, such as using a habit tracker or a calendar to mark off days when the habit is completed. This visual representation of progress can provide a sense of accomplishment and motivate individuals to continue. For example, if someone is trying to save money, they could create a savings jar and physically add money to it each time they reach a savings goal. The act of seeing the jar fill up serves as a satisfying reward that reinforces the habit of saving. Additionally, celebrating small victories, such as treating oneself after completing a week of consistent workouts, can further enhance the satisfaction associated with the habit. By incorporating immediate rewards, individuals can create a positive feedback loop that encourages the repetition of desired behaviors. To effectively implement these 4 laws in daily life, individuals should start by identifying specific habits they wish to cultivate or change. Once these habits are determined, they can apply each law systematically. For example, if the goal is to develop a habit of journaling, one could make it obvious by placing the journal on their bedside table, make it attractive by choosing a beautiful journal and pen, make it easy by committing to write just 1 sentence each night, and make it satisfying by reflecting on the positive feelings that arise from journaling. Encouraging viewers to actively engage with these laws can lead to meaningful changes in their lives. By making habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying, individuals can create a supportive environment that fosters positive behaviors. It's important to remember that habit formation is a gradual process, and consistency is key. By implementing these laws, individuals can take actionable steps toward achieving their goals and ultimately transforming their lives for the better. In conclusion, the 4 laws of habit formation: make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying, provide a comprehensive framework for creating and sustaining positive habits. By applying these principles in practical ways, individuals can enhance their ability to form lasting habits and break free from negative patterns. Embracing these laws can lead to significant personal growth and fulfillment, empowering individuals to take control of their behaviors and achieve their aspirations. Chapter 5. Applying the principles from James Clear's Atomic Habits has been a transformative journey for me, allowing me to cultivate positive habits while minimizing negative ones. One of the most effective strategies I discovered was creating a habit scorecard, which helped me gain clarity on my daily behaviors and identify areas for improvement. The process of developing a habit scorecard involves listing all the habits I engage in regularly, both good and bad, and then evaluating them based on their impact on my life. To create my habit scorecard, I began by writing down every habit I could think of, from my morning routine to my evening wind-down activities. I categorized these habits into 3 groups: positive, negative, and neutral. For example, positive habits included exercising, reading, and meditating, while negative habits encompassed excessive screen time and late-night snacking. After listing these habits, I assigned a score to each one based on its contribution to my overall well-being. This scoring system allowed me to visualize which habits were beneficial and which were detrimental. By regularly reviewing my habit scorecard, I could track my progress and make informed decisions about which habits to focus on, changing, or reinforcing. Another powerful strategy I implemented was habit stacking, which involves linking a new habit to an existing one. This technique is particularly effective because it leverages the established routines in my life, making it easier to adopt new behaviors. For instance, I wanted to incorporate more stretching into my daily routine, but I often found it challenging to remember to do so. To address this, I decided to stack the new habit of stretching onto my existing habit of brushing my teeth in the morning. After I finished brushing my teeth, I would immediately follow it up with a 5-minute stretching session. This simple adjustment made it much easier to remember to stretch, as it became a natural extension of an already ingrained habit. Over time, This practice not only improved my flexibility, but also reinforced the habit of taking care of my body. In addition to habit stacking, I learned the importance of environment design in supporting good habits. The environment we create around ourselves can significantly influence our behaviors, and by intentionally designing it, we can make positive habits more accessible while reducing the temptation of negative ones. For example, I realized that my late-night snacking habit was often triggered by having unhealthy snacks readily available in my kitchen. To combat this, I decided to reorganize my pantry. I removed all the junk food and replaced it with healthier options, such as fruits, nuts, and yogurt. By making these healthier snacks more visible and accessible, I found it easier to make better choices when I felt the urge to snack. Moreover, I also focused on creating a dedicated space for my positive habits. For instance, I set up a cozy reading nook in my living room, complete with a comfortable chair, good lighting, and a small bookshelf filled with books I wanted to read. This designated space made reading more inviting and enjoyable, encouraging me to spend more time immersed in books. By designing my environment to support my desired habits, I was able to create a more conducive atmosphere for personal growth. Another aspect of environment design that proved beneficial was minimizing distractions. I noticed that my productivity often suffered due to the constant notifications from my phone and computer. To address this, I implemented a distraction-free zone during my work hours. I turned off non-essential notifications, set specific times to check my email, and created a clutter-free workspace. This intentional design helped me stay focused on my tasks and made it easier to adhere to my goal of being more productive. As I continued to apply these principles from Atomic Habits, I found that consistency was key. I made it a point to regularly review my habit scorecard, adjust my habit stacking strategies, and refine my environment design as needed. This ongoing process allowed me to stay accountable to myself and adapt to any changes in my life circumstances. In conclusion, my personal experiences with applying the principles from Atomic Habits have been incredibly rewarding. Creating a habit scorecard helped me identify and evaluate my behaviors, while habit stacking allowed me to seamlessly integrate new habits into my daily routine. Additionally, focusing on environment design played a crucial role in supporting my positive habits and minimizing negative ones. By implementing these strategies, I have been able to cultivate a lifestyle that aligns with my goals and values, ultimately leading to greater fulfillment and success. I encourage others to explore these principles and find ways to apply them in their own lives, as the journey of habit formation can lead to profound personal growth and transformation. In summary, the key takeaways from our discussion on habit formation emphasize the profound impact that small, consistent changes can have on achieving long-term success. As we've explored, habits are the building blocks of our daily lives, and by focusing on incremental improvements, we can create a foundation for lasting transformation. The journey of personal development is not about making drastic changes overnight. Rather, it is about committing to small, manageable adjustments that compound over time. This principle is at the heart of James Clear's Atomic Habits, which illustrates how tiny shifts in our routines can lead to significant outcomes. One of the most powerful insights from Atomic Habits is the idea that success is not a one-time event, but a continuous process shaped by our daily habits. By making small changes, whether it's dedicating just 5 minutes a day to reading, incorporating a short workout into our routine, or practicing mindfulness, we can gradually build momentum and create a positive feedback loop that reinforces our desired behaviors. These small wins not only contribute to our overall goals, but also enhance our sense of accomplishment and motivation. For those looking to delve deeper into the principles of habit formation, I highly encourage you to explore Atomic Habits by James Clear. The book offers a wealth of insights and practical techniques that can help you understand the mechanics of habits and how to effectively implement changes in your life. From the 4 laws of behavior change to strategies for designing your environment, Clear provides actionable advice that can empower you to take control of your habits and, ultimately, your life. Whether you're seeking to improve your productivity, health, or overall well-being, the concepts presented in this book can serve as a valuable guide on your journey. As we wrap up this discussion, I want to invite you to engage with our community. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more content focused on personal development and growth. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on our latest videos, which will continue to explore various strategies and insights to help you on your journey towards self-improvement. Additionally, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with friends or family who might benefit from these ideas. Your support not only helps us reach a wider audience, but also fosters a community of individuals committed to personal growth and positive change. Engagement is key to building a supportive environment where we can all learn from one another. I encourage you to leave comments below, sharing your thoughts on habit formation, any personal experiences you've had with implementing small changes, or questions you may have about the concepts we've discussed. Your insights and experiences can inspire others and create a dialogue that enriches our understanding of personal development.